On Gaokao Day while waiting for the bus I saw a girl having a heart attack. I tried to help but after the exam the whole internet went crazy. She posted a video crying that I touched her inappropriately saying no girl would fake that to ruin someone. That statement pinned me to the pillar of shame and I swallowed my grief. I scored 658 hoping mainstream media would interview me and clear my name. But instead I got news that my parents were killed by the girl's extremist parents driving a car. When I woke up I was back on the road to the bus stop. In my past life since the test center was far I left 2.5 hours early, planning to take the bus but little did I know my nightmare started right there. My mom was a nurse and my dad ran a small hot pot place. Once that video dropped our shop got smashed, forced to close as online hate flooded toward me like a tsunami. My mom got humiliated at the hospital with filth thrown all over her. I knew only a high score could get big media to speak up for me, so I swallowed my fear and anger, took the test and scored 658. Enough for top schools, but that day Suyu jumped from the hospital roof and died. Her parents demanded 2 million from us and hung protest banners in our neighborhood daily. Screaming for my life, my parents could not handle the harassment. They could not even sleep and while driving to make deliveries. Clickbait reporters chased them and in panic they crashed into some radical slackers. My parents were driving a big truck and both died in the crash. I was also mobbed and barely escaped. At my doorstep I slipped on oil someone put on the stairs and fell to my death. In my fading vision I saw Chinwana the neighbor's daughter holding an oil can staring with pure hate. Now reborn I am only 50 meters from the bus stop. Through sparse tree shadows I could faintly see Suyu, but I did not even glance that way and just strolled slowly, listening to English on my MP3 while watching the sun, smelling flowers until I was 10 steps from the intersection. Suyu stumbled like a drunk while I simply took off my glasses, put them in my bag since I am 400 degrees nearsighted. I cannot tell men from women beyond a few dozen meters. As I passed a small garden, an old man watering flowers gave me 2 gardenias, so I walked along smelling their scent. Just as I reached the end near the platform the bus I needed arrived. I hurried aboard and sat in the back row by the window on the left. Only after the bus left did an elderly grandma with white hair notice something wrong. She first saw Suyu's phone on the ground then spotted Suyu herself. The grandma screamed in terror and fell flat on her bottom. Suyu lay in the bushes covered in dirt, her face bruised and swollen while I never once looked back. Actually after rebirth I had many choices like going home to ask my dad to drive me, or taking another route or a taxi or even hailing any random car on the street. People here are warm-hearted and if I said I was an examinee, everyone would gladly give me a ride, but why should I change? Why should I leave that road? Was it hers? Obviously not, so I would watch her sink right where help was close. I would let her stare desperately at the intersection where I came from until hope faded. It would be best if she died there, and if she did not, she would live the rest of her life and regret thinking, if only I had slowed down or taken another route back then. He would have come. Repentance is what bad people should do, not good people. When I arrived smoothly at the test center, there were still 20 minutes left. This was my second time taking Gaokao. Compared to the panic last time I was calm and composed now, orderly, and finished the exam smoothly. I went straight home and checked my phone before my afternoon nap. No reports about Suyu, and when I woke up both my parents were home. This morning an examinee had a heart attack at the bus stop and was sent to our hospital ICU. No one knows if she will survive. I heard about it too. What a pity to go through this at such a young age. Son still has exams. Do not say these things. Do not scare him. My parents were kind, still sympathizing that she could not take the test. They did not know. In our past life our whole family was killed by her. In the afternoon I went to take the exam again, but I did not want to take the bus again, so I asked my dad to drive me on his scooter. Having lost them once I now cherish every moment with them. I climbed